Hi everyone, it's Darlene. Welcome back for another card video. Today I'm using the Debra Die by Simon Says stamp. I'm using it with some Dylusions ink sprays. I haven't used these in a long time. I have crushed grape, vibrant turquoise, and white linen. I'm also using my Perfect Pearls spray. I keep it in a mini mister and I create it myself, and I actually need more, so I decided to create it on camera. So I'm going to take the top off and I'm going to fill it with some water. And I'm filling it about 3/4 or so of the way up, so I have some space for shaking. Now I have my Perfect Pearls powder. It's just I think it's just regular Perfect Pearls, like iridescent. So what I'm gonna do is take the end of a brush, a paintbrush, it could be any brush, and just scoop up whatever gets scooped up by this paintbrush end. I'm trying to get close to the camera so you can see. It's just a little mound, and then I'm just gonna pour that into my bottle here. And then I'll put the top back on and shake it thoroughly, and then you're good to go. I'm going to use this spray after the ink sprays to give it a little bit of shimmer. Okay, so here is my cardboard box that I use for spraying, so it's got a lot of stuff in it. I'm going to put my Neenah cardstock in here. It's just size A2, and I'm going to start with the turquoise. And I'm going to spray it from pretty far away so you can't really see. But I'm just going to spray it about 3 times. Then I'm going to spray the crushed grape a few times. And now I'm going to spray the blue a few more times. And it's because I want there to be more blue than purple. And now I'm finally coming in with the white to just lighten everything up. And then I've got my Perfect Pearls. I'm just going to spray the whole thing while it's still wet. And now I'm going to put it off to the side to dry. In the meantime, I'm going to create my die cut, and I'm going to show you my sandwich because I'm going to run it through twice. So I'm using just a regular sandwich on some Neenah's Solar White cardstock. I'm going to put my second acrylic plate, and then I have 3 Mylar shims that I just kind of put in just for a little extra pressure. I'll run that through, and then I will bring it back for a second run. So I'm going to remove the acrylic plate and the Mylar shims, and then I'll rotate the die and the cardstock 90 degrees. And this just helps to make sure that it cuts thoroughly all the way through. And I find that this really works with intricate dies. So now that I've got it moved sideways, I'm going to put my sandwich back into place and run it through. The first time I did this, I actually adhered my die to the cardstock with some surgical tape so that when I rotated it, I'd be sure it wouldn't move. But I didn't really have any problems without the surgical tape. I'm going to pop out all of these pieces, and then I'm going to take a scissor and cut off the right side and the left side. I'm not going to be too worried about the bottom because I'm going to cut off a portion of the die anyway. So you can see I'm sort of rounding out these edges here with my scissor. My sprayed panel is now dry. It came out really nice. I purposely left the top a little incomplete, so it's not completely covered with the spray. I like to use 2-way glue with my intricate die cuts, and I'm going to use it here even though I have a giant area. I'm just going to make sure I move pretty quickly, and I'm keeping my glue pen at an angle so that I get a wide application of the glue. And I'm also going to make sure that I have a good flow of glue coming out, which is why I keep pressing it on my scratch paper. I'm going to line the die cut along the right side of this sprayed panel, and then I'm going to hang it off the bottom just a little bit, making sure that it's completely even straight across. And I'm just going to press the whole thing down, and it actually worked really well. I didn't have any areas that were popping up. Now I will trim off the bottom and the side so that it's all even and it covers the whole spray panel. I'm going to put my sentiment in the middle, so I'm going to cut a 1 3/4 inch circle out of some Neenah Solar White cardstock. So you can see it fits right here in the middle, and it's going to hang off a little bit. I'm using the Wreath Greetings set. It's got a really pretty thank you in it. So I'm going to position my circle here so that it's centered on my die cut. I'll flip it over, draw a line, and that's where I know I need to cut it. So I'm just going to cut that with a scissor, and now I can stamp it and make sure that I get it within the right area of the circle. I'm using my favorite sentiment ink. It's VersaFine Black Onyx. I'm going to put some tape runner on the back of my spray panel and put it onto a folded A2 Neenah Solar White base. And then I'll pop my sentiment up with some dimensionals right there in the center. And that is the card for today. So a pretty easy way to use this die. And I think it looks really pretty. I think it would also make a really nice holiday card. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed that, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.